and Láil Apáiré Conidíomh.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome, our fáilte, to our St. Patrick's Day celebration.
I'm Sinead Connaughton, President of Irish Network Atlanta, and I'm honoured to welcome you all to this virtual event today.
And I'm Siobhan Tinsley, President of the Irish Chamber of Atlanta, and I'm honoured to serve as your co-host with Sinead today.
Each year, before the Atlanta St. Patrick's Parade, the Irish Network of Atlanta hosts a VIP breakfast for the dignitaries of the parade, and then hosts the parade. Watching the photos of the parade in the last week reminds me of the joy the parade brings to Atlanta. The music, the dancing, the costumes, and the spirit of all the people of Atlanta coming together to celebrate our national holiday.
And each year, the week of the parade, the Irish Chamber of Atlanta hosts their flagship business breakfast.
While we haven't been able to bring you the parade this year, Irish Network Atlanta and the Irish Chamber of Atlanta, together with the tremendous collaboration and support of the Irish Consulate of Atlanta, have combined these events into this wonderful event. We look forward to hearing from the Consul General of Atlanta, Ciara O'Flynn, the Ambassador of Ireland to the US, Daniel Mulhall, and the Mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms.
In the business section of our program, we'll hear from the CFO of Coca-Cola, John Murphy, a native of Ireland, Emma Mitchell from the IDA, and Rory Power from Enterprise Ireland, and the new Vice Consul from the Irish Consulate, Sarah Keane.
We'll also hear from our very own Paul Bradley, Vice President of Irish Network Atlanta. Then in the cultural section, we'll hear from the St. Patrick's Day Essay Contest winner and listen to a performance of one of the musical scholarship winners from Irish Traditions Atlanta.
We'll close the program with a wonderful performance on the Uilleann Pipes by Cillian Vallely, a member of Lunasa, thanks to the support of Irish Fest Atlanta.
This event truly reflects the strength of our community in Atlanta, our historical links to the city of Atlanta, our strong business success, our diverse cultural talents, and the many, many connections between Ireland and the city of Atlanta. Now, everyone, grab a drink or a nice cup of Barry's tea or a Lions, depending on your taste, and sit back and enjoy. You have a truly wonderful hour ahead of you.
But first, let's get started with the two national anthems sponsored by Irish Fest Atlanta. The wonderful Nina Dowling performing the Star Spangled Banner, and the very, very talented Olivia Bradley performing Amhrán na bhFiann, the Irish national anthem. Take it away, Nina.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sina fina fall ataf we allegerin buindor slua heart in the running Roshin sheer fasta, ni og furf win tira nof win troll, anok da heim savar novwel, leggen or gwel kun bosh no sail, legoni screach, fui lavak no piler, shall live connie aron novin.
Good afternoon, I'm Ciara O'Flynn, Consul General of Ireland in Atlanta. First of all, I'd like to thank Christina and Olivia for those beautiful renditions of the national anthems. What a way to start our event today. I'd also like to thank Sinead and Siobhan for opening the event and for all of the work in bringing it all together. We've had such a great time working with Irish Network and Irish Chamber in putting together today's celebration. I think it's really a testament to the resilience and the creativity of the Irish community here in Atlanta that so many organisations came together to put together this virtual celebration. This is an unusual St. Patrick's Day. I know it's been a challenging year for many people and a difficult one at that. I'm fully aware of how hard it is not being able to see family and friends in Ireland and throughout the US on St. Patrick's Day to celebrate Ireland's National Day in the way that we normally would. I know that there are many family and friends of people involved in today's event who are watching us from Ireland and globally, including my own family, and I want to say a very special hello and welcome to them. This event today is part of a broader virtual celebration that we've been putting on in Atlanta. Yesterday, we hosted an evening of Cultúr agus Ceol with remarks from Taoiseach Micheál Martin, myself, and some amazing and really breathtaking cultural performances, and that's still available to watch on our website. Later on today, Ireland's Embassy in Washington will be hosting a Shades of Green event, showcasing Irish culture and talent from around the US and Ireland. It's available to watch throughout the US, in Ireland and globally, so I really hope that many of you will stay online and join us virtually in that celebration as well. Atlanta and the Southeast US will be strongly represented, so I really encourage you to watch. I took up the post of Consul General here in Atlanta in August 2020. It's been a challenging time to make a transatlantic move with my husband Caoimhín and our two young children, Senan and Ava. Nevertheless, we really feel at home here in Atlanta and we feel very settled. That's due in no small part to the warm welcome that we've received from the Irish community and from all of our friends throughout the city of Atlanta and throughout the Southeast region. We were very much looking forward to experiencing the world-famous Southern hospitality, and I have to say that we have really felt it, even if it's been mainly virtual for now. Something else that struck me since arriving in Atlanta is really the vibrancy of the Irish community here. I was very aware of the strong heritage and historical links that Ireland has with Atlanta and with this region. But the vibrancy of today's links, the Irish people who are so active in the community here in Atlanta, in the business community, in cultural organisations, community groups, in really every field, is something that's very, very amazing and something that I think the Irish community can be really proud of. I'm delighted that we're coming together today to celebrate that virtually. Our consulate in Atlanta has been open for just over 10 years now and led very ably by my two predecessors, Shane Stevens and Paul Gleeson. I'm the third Consul General to take up the role and the first woman. We have a fantastic team at our consulate. Our Vice Consul, Sarah Keane, is heavily involved in today's event and you'll be hearing from her shortly. On our team we also have Sandra Reid and Nejmia Ahmed. And together we work daily to support the Irish community, support Irish citizens, and really promote Ireland and Irish interests across the fields of culture, business, politics, trade, education, and tourism when times allow. It's something that we really enjoy doing and we work hard at every day. As Consul General, I have a couple of key priorities. One of them is to support the Irish community, groups, associations, companies that are already active here in Atlanta and throughout the southeastern region. I think there's a lot we can do to bring people together, to amplify activities, to share knowledge, and that's really a priority for our consulate. My other priority is around extending the reach of our consulate and of the Irish community in the broadest possible sense. It's a priority of the government, stated in the Diaspora Strategy 2020, that our diaspora takes the most broad and inclusive view of Irishness. The Irish community includes people of many different backgrounds and heritage throughout the world. Here in Atlanta, we have many people with strong Irish, Ulster Scots, Scots-Irish connections, but also people in the African American community, Latinx community, Jewish community, traveller community. I really want to broaden our reach, extend our community in a mutual beneficial way, and I think there's an awful lot we can do together. What better day than St. Patrick's Day to really promote that spirit of community and connection that the values of Ireland today stand for. I think the many high-profile speakers that we have taking part in today's event really stand to those links between Atlanta and Ireland and between the US and Ireland. Ireland's ambassador to the US, Ambassador Dan Mulhall, is a symbol of that US-Ireland relationship, and he's going to talk more about that and also about the strong heritage and cultural links. He will pay honour to Professor Jim Flannery, who just last year received the Presidential Distinguished Service Award from Irish President Michael D. Higgins for his service to Irish arts and culture throughout the US and also in Ireland. Having the Mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, as part of our event really shows the strong links that we have with the city of Atlanta. Irish people have contributed so much to the city of Atlanta, going back through the centuries to Father O'Reilly during the US Civil War, and to today, to the vibrant connections that Irish people are making across all fields in the city. And then of course we have John Murphy of Coca-Cola. John himself is a symbol of the strong business links between Ireland and Atlanta. And of course the Coca-Cola company, headquartered here in Atlanta, has such a strong presence in Ireland and has created so many jobs on both sides of the Atlantic and supported companies here as well. I'm really delighted that Ireland's state agencies, the IDA and Enterprise Ireland, are taking part in today's event with us. They've been so active here in Atlanta, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from them. We have cultural groups and organisations from across the city taking part with us, and I'm especially pleased that we'll have young people from the community as part of the programme as well. So for now, I invite you to sit back, enjoy the programme that's ahead of us. I wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day, Banachtaí na Féile Pádraig Uiribh, and I really look forward to meeting as many of you as possible in person as soon as we can. Thank you very much.
As Ambassador of Ireland to the United States, it is my distinct honour and pleasure to take part in this Atlanta celebration of St. Patrick's Day. Sadly, it has to be done virtually this year, but I do hope that this celebration will be a success and that we will go back to having the traditional St. Patrick's Day activities next year when this pandemic is hopefully behind us. I want to acknowledge and pay tribute to the Irish Network in Atlanta, to the Irish Chamber of Atlanta, and to our Consulate General, including Consul General Ciara O'Flynn, for their work in putting together today's event, and to the Irish Fest Atlanta for providing some musical performances. The involvement of Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms demonstrates that there is a very strong relationship between Ireland and the city of Atlanta, one that goes back to one Father O'Reilly and his role in saving many of Atlanta's churches and City Hall from destruction during the Civil War. The relationship between Ireland and Atlanta has flourished in recent years. Our consulate opened 10 years ago, and it has enabled new links to be developed between Atlanta and Ireland. And today we have a dynamic and vibrant connection between our country and the great city of Atlanta. I want to thank the organisations who are involved here in this event today, in particular the Hibernian Society, the Ancient Order of Hibernians, the Gaelic Athletic Association, Irish Fest, and the Irish dance schools of the Atlanta area. The business links between Atlanta and Ireland are also strong and developing further all the time, and they are being represented here today by John Murphy of Coca-Cola, who is participating in this event. It would be remiss of me to pass up the opportunity of this virtual appearance in Atlanta if I were to fail to pay tribute to Jim Flannery, who last year was awarded the prestigious Presidential Distinguished Service Award by the President of Ireland, Michael D. Higgins. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, it was not possible to have an in-person ceremony to hand over the awards, which is the traditional way in which it's done at the end of each year. The awards ceremony has been postponed due to the pandemic, and we hope it will take place later this year. Jim, whom I've come to know during my time here in the United States, came to Atlanta in 1982 to found the theatre program at Emory University. Throughout his career, he has been a consistent and exceptional champion for Irish culture in the southeast of the United States through his work as a Yeats scholar and much, much more. One of his best known achievements is a Southern Celtic Christmas concert, which Jim produced at Emory University for 18 years. The film version of the concert won an Emmy Award in 2013. There aren't many people in the world who have Emmy Awards, and Jim is one of them, for outstanding achievement in arts and entertainment. Jim's work as a scholar, producer and director of the plays of W.B. Yeats has received international recognition. That work includes a Yeats International Theatre Festival, which he produced at our world-famous Abbey Theatre, the National Theatre of Ireland in Dublin, for a number of years. He's also renowned as a tenor, so maybe he will perform this evening one of his songs, and he certainly has done some great work in recording the songs of the 19th century Irish composer Thomas Moore. I know that Jim's award has been widely welcomed by the cultural, business and community leaders in Atlanta and also in Ireland, where Jim's reputation is very high. It is fitting that we honour him today as part of Atlanta's St. Patrick's Day celebrations, something he played a large role in for many years through the Irish Chamber and the annual St. Patrick's Day essay contest which he ran. As honorary president of the Yeats Society of Sligo, and in recognition of a distinguished Yeats scholar, I thought it would be appropriate for me to read a short poem by W.B. Yeats. This is Who Goes with Fergus, which was James Joyce's favourite of all of W.B. Yeats's poems, and you can have no better literary judge than the great James Joyce. This is Who Goes with Fergus by W.B. Yeats. Who will drive with Fergus now and pierce the deep wood's woven shade and dance upon the level shore? Young man, lift up your russet brow and lift your tender eyelids, maid, and brood on hopes and fears no more. And no more turn aside and brood upon love's bitter mystery. For Fergus rules the brazen cars and rules the shadows of the wood and the white breast of the dim sea and all dishevelled wandering stars. Thank you. Gurmina Malgiv, agus Canary live.
Hi, I'm Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and I'm delighted to join you this afternoon to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Thank you to the Consulate General of Ireland, Irish Network Atlanta, and the Irish Chamber of Atlanta for organizing this event. And greetings to all attendees and distinguished speakers, the Ambassador of Ireland to the United States, Dan Mulhall and Coca-Cola EVP and CEO John Murphy. It's an honor to share the virtual stage with both of you. As the world collectively celebrates Irish culture, I'm reminded of the strong historic connections with our Irish community. Since 1858, the City of Atlanta has proudly supported the Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Parade, one of our city's favorite annual traditions. As part of our celebrations, we also pay tribute to Irish priest Father Thomas O'Reilly, who bravely saved City Hall, the courthouse, and Atlanta's churches from destruction during the Civil War. Father O'Reilly was a man defined by the ideals of patriotism, remembrance, faith, and community. Due to the pandemic, we're unable to host our annual St. Patrick's Day celebration for Father O'Reilly at City Hall, but we are pleased to light City Hall in the color of Irish green this year in honor of St. Patrick's Day. I'm proud of the strong, vibrant, and mutually beneficial relationship that the city has been able to maintain with Ireland throughout the years. The strength of our relationship is easily reflected by our Irish neighbors who call Atlanta home. There's an Irish proverb that says a good friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. I look forward to seeing our friendship with Ireland continue to grow and prosper. It is relationships like the one that we have with each other that truly speaks to the spirit of one Atlanta. On behalf of the City of Atlanta, I wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day, and I hope that we are able to enjoy the holiday on the streets of Atlanta again next year. I'll be sure to bring my dancing shoes.
Good afternoon. I'd first like to start by acknowledging the Consulate General of Ireland, Irish Network Atlanta, and Irish Chamber of Atlanta for organising this afternoon's event. I am honoured and delighted to join Ambassador Dan Mulhall and Mayor Keisha Lance-Bottoms in addressing you. I'm also really happy to be here to represent the Coca-Cola Company. Coca-Cola has had a very close partnership with the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Atlanta and other events, including the Shamrock Open Golf Tournament, for many years now. And we look forward to continuing that partnership for many years to come. We've all used the term special relationship on many occasions in our careers, and I would characterize the relationship between Coca-Cola and Ireland as indeed being a very special one. We have had the good fortune to work closely with government, with the IDA, with many other stakeholders in my home country for many years now. And for us, Ireland is a hugely important piece of our global equation. Not alone have we significant investments there, but we have also, over the years, been able to share and distribute many of the best practices that we have seen in Ireland to many other parts of our global network. And we look forward to continuing to have Ireland as a key location in our overall global strategy for a long time to come. The association between Ireland and our company has not just, though, been related to what we do in Ireland. We have, as a nation, we have contributed in many generations of management to the leadership of the Coca-Cola Company. And I am very honoured to follow in the footsteps of people who have gone before me, such as Neville Isdale, who was our former Chief Executive Officer and Chairman, Irial Finan, who managed our bottling investments group, around the world for many years. Don Keogh, who many of you will know, was considered himself as much Irish as anybody, and so it's just great to continue that equation. And we have, I'm glad to say, in our pipeline many other fellow countrymen in various roles dotted around the world who, for many reasons, enjoy being part of the Coca-Cola system. As we look ahead to 2021 and see light, I believe, at the end of what has been a long dark tunnel starting in just over a year ago, I am, like my colleagues, I'm very optimistic that the second half of this year will be one in which we will see an unprecedented return to the kind of normality that we once had taken so much for granted. It's really promising to see in a number of parts of the world the impact that the vaccinations can have, and I fully expect that here in the United States, here in Atlanta, that as we go into the second quarter, into the summer period, that we can look forward to prosperous times and the opportunity to be together, to be the social animals that we all know we are, and to enjoy each other's company in person. In the meantime, this virtual event is a wonderful bridge, and again, a big thank you to those who have organised it. Thank you for allowing me to be part of it, and I wish everyone a very happy St. Patrick's Day, and here's hoping that we look back on this as being the start of the journey to a more normal world, and one where we will, as I say, celebrate in 2022 a great time together. So thank you, and best wishes with the rest of the event.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah Keane. I am the Vice Consul at the Consulate General of Ireland in Atlanta, and I am delighted to be here with you today for this special event. Thank you to Ambassador Mulhall, Mayor Lance Bottoms, and to John Murphy for taking the time for their contributions to today's celebration. This is my first St. Patrick's Day in Atlanta, and while I had hoped to be at many joyous gatherings with you all in person, I am still delighted that we could come together today so creatively to celebrate the ties between Ireland and Atlanta and the Irish culture and community. As Consul General O'Flynn has already mentioned, I am so very appreciative of the hospitality and the warmth of welcome that my husband and I have received in the short few months that we have been here. As we move to the next portion of our event, we'll be looking at the business ties that connect Ireland and Atlanta. These economic ties are strong, as we have heard from John Murphy just a few moments ago. But there are many dedicated folks out there working on behalf of Team Ireland to keep these ties strong and to build new ones. I am delighted to be here with Emma Mitchell. Emma is Vice President of IDA Ireland, with responsibility for technology, consumer and business services, and she is based at the IDA office in Atlanta. IDA Ireland is one of Ireland's oldest state agencies, founded in 1949, the same year Ireland was made a republic. And this shows the importance that Ireland places on attracting companies to invest in Ireland. And this is their goal, to encourage companies outside Ireland, such as in the US Southeast, to come and invest in Ireland. Emma, thank you so much for joining with us today. For those who are not familiar with the work of IDA Ireland, could you give us a little flavour of what your role is and how active you are in the US Southeast?
Okay, thank you, Sarah, and good afternoon, everybody from the IDA Ireland Atlanta office. I'm delighted to be able to join you live for this wonderful virtual event on St. Patrick's Day. For those of you whom I haven't had the pleasure of meeting with before, IDA Ireland is the investment promotion agency for the Irish government. We support companies across all sectors in the Southeast on their internationalisation journey and promote Ireland as a strategic investment location. IDA has had an office in Atlanta for almost 20 years, supporting the strong economic ties between Georgia and Ireland. Over 750 US companies have operations in Ireland, including a number of Atlanta headquartered companies from across all sectors. NCR, Equifax, First Data, PGI, UPS, Click Dimensions, and of course Coca-Cola, whom we've already heard from, have chosen Ireland as a strategic investment location. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all those companies in the Southeast for their continued investment in Ireland.
Thank you, Emma. And I think that's a great reference to make about the current number of Atlanta headquartered companies that have a presence in Ireland, because that shows very much that the ties between the two places are current and dynamic and strong. Of course, the past year has been unprecedented, that word that we didn't think we'd have to use so much. The past year has been unprecedented in how companies have had to organise themselves, organise their activities, and maybe reframe their plans for the future. Could you give us a snapshot of what the IDA has been doing to support companies that you work with, and also what the outlook is for US companies who are considering investing in Ireland?
Sure. So IDA continues to work closely with our client companies to ensure continuity of business. The Irish government is committed to supporting employers and employees in this challenging time. Multinational companies in Ireland have actually shown remarkable resistance over the last 12 months, and employment in multinational companies in Ireland actually rose by 3.6% in 2020. Ireland has a track record of recovering strongly, and we have a number of structural strengths such as a favourable business environment, a young educated workforce, and a commitment to the European Union, which will position us well for future growth. I'd like, as you say, it's been a challenging year. IDA, like a lot of our multinational companies, has pivoted to a virtual first environment, but I look forward to the opportunity to meet companies in person again and welcome them to Ireland when it is safe to do so.
Thank you so much, Emma, and thank you for, I think the point on resilience is, and the strength of the situation and the outlook is a really good note to end our little interview on. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us on St. Patrick's Day, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. We are now going to hear a contribution from another of Ireland's state agencies, Enterprise Ireland, who work with innovation and trade. Rory Power, Senior Vice President of EI, has prepared a short message for us.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Enterprise Ireland, it is a pleasure to join you today for this virtual celebration. Enterprise Ireland is the Irish Government's trade and innovation agency. We invest in the most innovative Irish companies through all stages of their growth and connect them to international customers. In fact, as a VC investor, we rank as number one globally across multiple industries. With 40 offices worldwide, including 6 here in the United States, Enterprise Ireland is responsible for the development and growth of Irish companies in global markets. Here in the US, our team of market specialists consult with local businesses to understand their needs and to foster successful long-term partnerships between them and our client companies. On St. Patrick's Day, we celebrate the very important role the Irish diaspora, our friends and allies play in helping us achieve our mission. The City of Atlanta has proven to be a very welcoming home to a growing number of Irish companies, and we are grateful to the Irish Chamber, the Irish Network, and indeed our Team Ireland colleagues in the Consulate and IDA Ireland for their role in helping our client companies integrate into the local ecosystem. While the last 12 months have been universally challenging, Irish exporting companies are resilient and have adapted to challenges that 2020 presented. In our Ready for a New World video, you will see some examples of how Irish innovation continues to shape the future. With that in mind, I invite you all to visit our website, irishadvantage.us, to see more examples of Irish innovation in action, and I would encourage you to reach out to myself and my Enterprise Ireland colleagues if you feel we can be of any assistance whatsoever. Finally, I would like to thank you for your continued support and wish you all a very happy St. Patrick's Day. Go raibh míle maith agam agus bannacht tína féile póra go raibh go léir.
So this is it. The new normal. The world is a different place right now. We're living through strange times, where things are changing faster than we can fathom, and things we took for granted are anything but certain. We all have to adapt. Our mindset, our means, our imagination. And Irish companies are leading the way, innovating, exploring, responding, turning adversity into opportunity. Sure, our circumstances have changed, but some things remain constant. Ireland has always lived out here on the edge, so it's in our nature to push boundaries. We've learned to be nimble, to be agile, always reliable, always resilient, always ready. Enterprise Ireland continues to invest in the very best of Irish innovation. And our network of advisors are busy connecting global business leaders with dynamic Irish partners, so that together we can make this new normal a better one. We are ready for a new world.
Sincere thanks to Rory and to Emma for taking the time to join us at our event today. We are now broadening our focus to look at community, and I will be shortly handing the floor over to Paul Bradley, Vice President of Irish Network Atlanta. Many of you will be familiar with the work that the organisation does, but as the work of Irish Network grows, today is a wonderful opportunity to hear about what they do and how their work in Atlanta is evolving. Paul is from Cork, a county in the south of Ireland, and as a Dubliner myself, we were chatting beforehand and wagering if a proud Cork man would be able to make it through without mentioning the rebel county, as Cork is known. Well then, the only way to find out will be to stay tuned and see. Over to you, Paul.
Good afternoon, everyone, and Lá Éile Pádraig Chonadíobh Galéir. My name is Paul Bradley, and I'm the Vice President of Irish Network Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta 10 years ago, but I'm originally from Cork, the home of Barry's Tea Bags, Murphy's Irish Stout, Jameson Whiskey, and Clonakilty Black and White Pudding. Cork is commonly known as the Rebel County, People's Republic of Cork, Paradise, and it's no wonder that sometimes it's mistaken as the real capital of Ireland. Pay no attention to those folks from Dublin or Kerry, listen to your friends from Cork. But I'm not here to share stories of Cork, I'm here to share a little bit more about the work of Irish Network Atlanta. Founded in 2016 as the 20th chapter of Irish Network USA, we are one of the newest groups in the Atlanta community. But we've made a significant contribution to the community in that short period of time. Our aim is to connect Irish-born Irish Americans and anyone with an interest in Ireland. Whether it's your first week in Atlanta, or you've lived here all your life and you're just looking to make some reconnections, we would love to hear from you and see you at some of our events. We host monthly socials, like our third Thursday event, which had to go virtual this year, where we host a monthly trivia event. We also host events over the summer, like summer barbecues, where we invite families to get together. You can also find us at other events like Atlanta Clown Gales, Peach Cup, the Irish Dance Schools Festionas, or Irish Fest, which is held later in the year. In 2018, we launched our mentorship program, a personal and career guidance mentoring program for members of the Irish Atlanta community who are interested in partnering with a local leader. The mentees gain insights into their personal and career aspirations and guidance to help grow in their desired fields. This program will serve to create a pipeline of talent and will help the Atlanta Irish community grow stronger over the years. This program has been a phenomenal success, and we look forward to kickstarting it again later this year. Another great milestone was in 2019, when the Irish Network took over the running of the Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Parade. Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Parade was founded in 1858 by the Hibernian Benevolent Society. That's right, you heard me. 160 years the Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Parade has been running, one of the oldest in the country. Irish Network Atlanta took over the running of the parade from Dave Fitzgerald, and with the parade came the major fundraiser, the Shamrock Open. This was and still is a massive undertaking for a volunteer organisation. We are learning something new every week and, dare I say, almost every day. But I would like to make a special call out for a few key folks that helped the St. Patrick's Day Parade running. Without Coca-Cola, the parade title sponsor, and the Shamrock Open golf tournament, there would be no parade in Atlanta. So I would like to take a special moment to thank all our golfers and Coca-Cola. For many of our younger members in the community, to dance or to be part of a float in the Atlanta St. Patrick's Parade is a memory of a lifetime. So without your support, this would not be possible. So from the bottom of my heart, and I know the board will agree, we are very grateful for your participation. We hope to see you again later this year, where we hope to host our biggest and best Shamrock Open ever. Now, usually at this point, in March 17th, we are recovering after hosting the St. Patrick's Day Parade and the Dignitary Breakfast. It was with heavy hearts last year that we had to cancel the parade on short notice. Little did we know we would have to do the same thing again this year. I know our participants, volunteers and sponsors, as well as ourselves, were disappointed with the cancellation. Thankfully, brighter days are ahead, and the Irish Network is already planning for our biggest and best parade in 2022. So here's to brighter days, and we'll see everybody next year. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And now it's time for the cultural section of our show today. We'll start with a reading from our essay contest winner, followed by Walt Huber from Irish Traditions Atlanta, who will announce this year's scholarship winners, followed by a beautiful performance from one of the scholarship winners. We'll then close the program with a performance by Killian Villely from Lunasa on the Ilion pipes. Don't miss that. But first, the essay contest. The Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Essay Contest was established in 2005 by Dr. James Flannery. It's for high school students in Georgia, and it's funded by the Atlanta St. Patrick's Day Parade. While the essay normally focuses on the meaning of St. Patrick's Day, this year the topic is the impact of COVID-19 from an Irish perspective. The winner of this year's essay contest is Divya Tadanki. Divya is a junior at Milton High School, where she participates in the English Honor Society. Her wonderful essay captures the sorrow of immigration that so many of us have felt this year because of the pandemic. Divya is the daughter of immigrants from India, and many of her extended family are watching us from India today. Divya will now read an excerpt from her wonderful essay.
The woman reminisces of a simpler time, a time in which she could fearlessly venture to the market, stand elbow to elbow with other Irishmen, and purchase potatoes and cabbage for her favorite meal. She remembers river dancing in pubs until her gillies frayed and tore. She misses the sound of trad music and drinking hot whiskey to warm herself on cool nights. The idea of simply being outside of her home is unimaginable now. She longs for the days of playing camogie with her friends, returning home exhausted, yet content. She wants to ask someone, "What's the crack?" and hug them, as opposed to smiling at them from behind her mask. She wishes she could dress in her best apparel, pin a shamrock to her breast, and attend Mass with her brothers and sisters on St. Patrick's Day. It dawns upon her that she took the annual parades and traditional roast dinner for granted. She laments that the lively nature of Ireland has dulled, her eyes watering as she sees empty streets and the closed National Museum. Her beloved museum, the one that she would spend hours in absorbing the rich history, art, and architecture of Ireland, now deserted, aside from the trademark temporarily closed sign. Her heart breaks as she thinks of the closed theaters and shut down cinema productions and wonders when she'll be able to return to work as a makeup artist. Safety first, she reminds herself. Safety comes first. The safety of the actors, the directors, the crew. Things will go back to normal, she reassures herself. But she does not know if this is true. 2 weeks, they said. That seemed to be a manageable amount of time. She never thought that those 2 weeks would turn into 1 year. Now, she clings to her memories. Memories of a previous life. Memories a different version of herself had. Fearful that her identity will disappear, she replays these memories in her head, refusing to let herself forget what makes her unique, what makes her Irish.
Hello everyone, I'm Walt Hubert, Chair of Irish Traditions Atlanta, the local chapter of Celtus. Our mission is to share and preserve the culture of Ireland in music, song, and language throughout the world. To this end, we award scholarships to worthy applicants who have shown a history of achievement in these areas. And this year we would like to announce that our winners are Leah Hardison and Scott Haig. We wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day. Sláinte.
Thanks to all of our participants today, especially the Ambassador, the Mayor and the Consul General.
Congratulations to the wonderful Dr. James Flannery for receiving the Distinguished Presidential Service Award from the President of Ireland for his outstanding contributions to Irish culture.
Thanks to John Murphy and Coca-Cola for their tremendous support of the Atlanta St. Patrick's Parade and the Shamrock Open. Thanks too to all of our other parade sponsors. As the Mayor mentioned, this parade is a vibrant and important event in the city, and it brings the entire Atlanta community together and brings so much joy to so many people.
Thanks to Emma Mitchell and the IDA and Rory Power and Enterprise Ireland, and for all they do to promote trade between Ireland, Atlanta, and the United States.
Congratulations to the essay contest winner and the Irish Traditions Atlanta scholarship winners.
And thanks to the Irish Consulate, especially Sarah Keane, Irish Fest Atlanta and Teresa Finley, Irish Traditions Atlanta and Walt Huber, Paul Bradley, Julie Callahan and Bill Duffy, and Sinead from the Irish Network Atlanta, and Kevin Fleming and the Traditional Irish Music Education Society in Texas, who helped us behind the scenes. Thank you everybody so much.
We look forward to the next in-person St. Patrick's Parade, whenever it is safe to do so. And we guarantee that that is going to be the biggest and best parade Atlanta has ever seen.
And I can't wait to be there, Sinead. I know you and I will be having a great time, and everybody who's involved with this as well. So thank you all. And now to play us out, the wonderful Cillian Vallely on the Uilleann Pipes. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
you.